This one was always expected. There was absolutely no chance that Toyota would not have its own electric vehicle after the e-Vitara came out. Well, here it is. It's called the Urban Cruiser EBella. And before I get into what it's all about and give you more information, like, share, subscribe to Acco Drive right now. Okay, let's first take a look at the design. To begin with, the key differentiator that Toyota wanted to have is the way it looks. Obviously, the e-Vitara and this had to have something different. Now, Toyota calls this the Hammerhead design. Why does it call it the Hammerhead design? It's because of these units here. You can see it represent the very rare shark that, well, it's lovely to look at, but dangerous as well. This bit here obviously represents that, and then you kind of understand why it's called a hammerhead design. It's unique, significant, and yes, rare too. Now, these LED DRLs too are differentiated in terms of the design they have. The front bumper too is all new. So yes, a lot done to make it stand out or make it more Toyota-like. But then you go to the side of the car. The side is pretty much a copy-paste version of the e-Vitara, which is why you feel a bit disappointed to not see it in any different form. But the thing is, what Toyota says, that it has tried to make a difference by adding plastic cladding to it. Does it work? Does it not work? Let us know in the comment section below. But you can see the plastic cladding thrown right over everywhere. And of course, you have 18-inch wheels as well with a different design altogether. It looked decent, not bad at all. But there are changes also made inside the cabin, which basically we thought would make it again differentiator. But on on a closer look at it, it pretty much looks the same, right from the steering wheel uh, to that dial. As far as the gear knobs are concerned, it's all pretty much same. So where is the differentiation here? Yes, the color differentiation might be there, but other than that, I don't see anything that's different. Even the infotainment system, which and the instrument console, it's pretty much lifted from the e-Vitara. So yes, a bit disappointed on that front as to could there have been a more different version of this. But then again, you get wireless charging, you get ventilated seats, you also get a panoramic sunroof right on top. So a lot thrown in by Toyota in this one. You also get sliding seats for the rear. So yes, there are additions made by the company, but again, it still is pretty much same. However, there are things that are slightly different when it comes to the rear. So the side profile of the car might be a copy-paste kind of a job, but the rear does have distinctive materials when it comes to what the eBella should look like. Urban Cruiser eBella. You have these very distinct looking LED tail lamps, not connected lights here, but distinct of them. But there is again this case here, a plastic case, which basically looks a bit different than the e-Vitara. My expression might tell a lot of that story, but still, the black cladding continues here. Yes, that becomes a part of what the Urban Cruiser eBella is. But what remains the same is the dimensions of the car, and which is why even this, the boot space, it all is pretty much the same, uh, pretty much functional, pretty much um, expected. And what also was expected were the kind of battery packs available on this car. Now, two battery packs on this car, 49 kilowatt hour and 61 kilowatt hour battery pack, with 189 Newton meters of torque on offer, and of course, a real world range of 543 kilometers. That's what Toyota is claiming. So, it will be great to see how these cars, both the e-Vitara and the Urban Cruiser eBella, go up against the likes of the Nexon. The only big disappointment is that what it costs, we still don't know. So Toyota has been very tight-lipped about the cost of this car. We do not know it yet. We of course still do not know the cost of the e-Vitara either. It's been months since we saw the car, since we drove the car, and nothing yet. But it is expected to be on the road maybe in the next couple of months. Meanwhile, bookings for this car have opened across dealerships at a cost of 25,000 rupees. So if you're interested in buying this one, of course you can go to the nearest showroom and do that. Um, what are we expecting in terms of price? Well, let's figure out. The Nexon is its closest rival, and both the e-Vitara and the eBella have to be priced, therefore, extremely aggressively, which means under 15 lakh is what the target is. Now, what exactly will it play at? We still don't know what the strategy of the company is or how the strategy will play out. We still don't know. But we look forward to what the company has to do, especially when it comes to this car, because a lot riding on it, given that it's the first made in India EV.